long. But I just wanted to talk for a couple of minutes about the fact that we are so lucky to have this game. And the we is so expansive from people who have had the chance to play it as kids to people who live out their dreams on the diamond every day, to those who are playing in the postseason now, to those who had careers and are now retired, to those who are just picking up a ball for the first time, or maybe today's games were the first they ever watched. We are so lucky to have this game. Today is another example of why baseball is just on a different level. And for all the baseball is boring and baseball's too slow or I don't get it, morons, where are you now? Where are you ever in October? Quiet. Trying to figure out what to wear for Halloween? I don't know where you are, but very quiet. This is one of those days that we'll remember, and that's something we say more times than I can remember. Over the many years covering, being blessed enough to cover this sport and be closer to it or watching it now and watching games like this from home, we're all feeling and experiencing the same emotions every single year, and I don't root for any of these teams. That's what makes this game great, that you enjoy the highs and the lows and you get into it and the romance of it, which we talk about, but the drama and the storylines and the changing of momentum and the changing of storylines and how many times you're in the thrill of victory and agony of defeat in the same moment, seemingly tons and tons of moments over and over and over again every damn October, and it never changes. We are so lucky to have this game. I think about how many times as a kid, my heart was broken as a fan. I mean, I root for the Mets, but it happens. And how many times I would sit there and then you'd be like at school and talk to somebody who rooted for the other team. And it was like they went through a different day in the calendar than you did because the emotions were so different. The experience was so different. Think about how those moments transpired tonight. When Garcia got plunked, when Altuve hit the home run, when Thomas hit the homer, when Kimbrel did it again. I mean, the only other guy I've ever seen in that many big spots and that many Octobers failing incessantly over and over again and still able to somehow be on those fields in those big spots, Angel Hernandez. That's about it. But think about the Moreno story and that trade and what that's turned into, and the Diamondbacks, who we all treat like little engines that could, but they can, they will, they are. They're in a 2-2 series. And we don't even know what's coming tomorrow. We are so lucky to have this game. We're in a world where we're never grateful enough for anything. And clearly, baseball maybe doesn't need to be at the top of the list. And I'm not saying it should. When you think about family and health and all of the things that matter most. But think about what it gives us and what it does and how much it advances all those things that matter most. How much it helps us to feel better and be better when those things that matter most aren't going the way that we want, or when you're dealing with things in your own life. This game is a gift. Whether you are blessed enough to be able to play it at the highest level, to cover it, to watch it, to just experience it as a kid. Father and son and daughter and mother and son and kids and families and brothers and sisters and everybody who's going through all of those experiences, all the way up to the people whose experiences we're covering and watching on pins and needles without breathing during all these moments, even if they're not even your teams, and then imagine if they are. We are so lucky to have this game. That's all I have for tonight. Catch you next time on Unfiltered. Enjoy.